Hello, welcome to this video, and this video is going to be called Putting My Prog Mouth Where My Prog Money Is. I'm a progressive rock musician, so I don't have much money in the first place anyway, to put anything when anything should go, right? So what do I mean by this? Well, last week saw the release of an album called Radio Silence by a progressive rock band called Rain. And that's my progressive rock band. It's me. It's the incredible John Jowett, who I used to play with back in Frost and IQ. It features an incredible virtuoso young musician who was originally my student, so I'm going to claim that I discovered him, called Miron on guitar and vocals. And one of my best friends, who's been my partner in crime for so many albums over so many years, the incredible Rob Grocott, incredible guitarist, singer and keyboardist. Rain, you know, our first album was released in 2020. We recorded it during COVID. It came out of me really thinking about progressive rock as a scene. It really came out of me wanting to make a prog album that fit the genre, that did all the things that prog should do, but also pushed against the limits of the genre. I also didn't want an album where you would go, oh yeah, that sounds like Pink Floyd, or that sounds like King Crimson. I wanted it to have its own sound, but it'd be definitely progressive rock. I wanted at certain points to be quite out there, avant-garde progressive rock. I wanted to push the envelope, but at other points make very pretty songs with beautiful vocal harmonies and catchy vocal hooks. This is the idea I had for the band. And I assembled the people in that band with everybody, with this sound in mind, that everybody could then, you know, funnel the best thing that they do, you know. So Miron's incredible vocal and guitar approach, that he would be able to do that in the band. That John Jowett, who's such an iconic progressive rock musician, he's the guy that brings the prog in, those bass lines. The thing with prog rock is it's so much about the bass lines. And my friend Rob Grocott was able to bring in the vocal harmonies. His dad was Kelly Grocott from ELO. He grew up in a household where he was listening to the Beatles, to the Everly Brothers, and he's got strong songwriting and beautiful melodies and heartfelt lyrics. He's got that in his system. I've always known that about Rob, and I wanted to put all that in. The first album really just fell into place over COVID. The COVID was almost a blessing for the band. And then as time went on, you know, we had to get the album out, release it, all whilst we weren't meeting. God, we've all had to forget what happened, didn't we? You know, it's like, what actually happened? You know, did that lockdown, remember it? And now everybody's like, oh yeah, forgotten about that. Let's get on with it. Are people still catching COVID? Oh yeah, they're still catching COVID. Sometimes you feel like the wool gets pulled over your eyes, don't you? Anyway, Radio Silence took 2 years to make. We knew the album had to be bigger, bolder, more expansive. You know, we weren't recording in our bedrooms. We could get into a recording studio. We could record the drums properly. And we didn't just want to do the same thing as we did before. We wanted to be progressive. So here I am running a progressive rock, jazz fusion, classic rock channel. Here I have been moaning about what makes good prog, having a go at modern prog bands for not being progressive enough, you know, celebrating the classic prog bands of the yesteryear because they really were being progressive, and pointing that out, and then discussing how they do not define what progressive rock is as a genre, that can be moved forward. You know, here's me saying, you know, Kendrick Lamar's To Pimp a Butterfly, that's progressive rock. Black Midi, that's progressive rock. You know, all the stuff that I've come in. So here I am putting my prog mouth where my prog money is. Is that the right saying? I'm going to put my prog mouth where my prog money is. Or am I going to put my prog money where my prog mouth is? Once you add the word prog to it, you get very, very confused. Anyway, I'm about to do that right now, and I'm going to show you prog fans that watch this, the video of the first sort of single. Do people even release singles? Everything's a single nowadays, isn't it? But the first single off the album Radio Silence, which is the track Something New, which On the album is probably one of the most least proggy. It's almost like a pop song. Right now, for me, with my ears, it's a pop song, but it's a bit of a warped pop song. It does have a middle section in 5 with counter rhythms and a Moog solo. I mean, is that not proggy enough for you? Anyway, here is the video for the first single off Radio Silence. It's a track called Something New by my band Rain. I'm very pleased to present it to you. I would love to know what you think in the comments below. And so here it is, Something New by Rain.
You're the one I see, you're the one I leave, you're the reoccurring dream, mystery to me. However did I find you? Always on a screen, always very keen, always trying to bloody please, and it'll squeeze the soul out of you. You're just someone I wish was something new. You're just someone I wish was something new. Something new, all the things that leave us feeling blue. When I go to sleep, is it ever deep? Is it ever what I need? Am I a creep when I try to feel you? When I go to bed, stay out of my head, never show up in the flesh. It's a mess, I hope I never meet you. You're just someone I wish was something new. You're just someone I wish was something new. Something new to all the things. Something new to all the things. Something new to all the things that leave us feeling blue. You're the reason why, you're the reason I don't wanna live a dirty life. Don't wanna cry, you're giving me the blind truth. I am not alone with you on my phone. I am not another drone for you to own. I don't even know you. You're just someone I wish was something new. You're just someone I wish was something new. Something new to all the things. Something new to all the things. Something new to all the things that leave us feeling
So there you go. There I am, doing my thing in the prog world, out there, putting my prog mouth where my prog money is. That is right, isn't it? Okay. So on this channel, as this album comes out, every now and then I'm going to be dipping into this, because it's very interesting for prog fans to be able to see from the inside what it's like to release a progressive rock album. And how it gets perceived by the general public. Now, the album's only been out for a few days, and we've only received one review. It was a very good review. We got a 4-star review, which I think was the maximum starage that you could have. So I'm really pleased with that, and they really liked it. But they used a phrase which has been used many a time by progressive rock reviewers. I think it comes from Prog magazine, and they have said it's prog gym but not as we know it, which of course is a Star Trek references, and nerdy prog fans love any Star Trek references. So anyway, so what often happens with my band is after we've sat there trying to make the most prog album we can, people turn around and say it's not prog. And there's one bit in this first review I've ever seen, I'm not going to say who it is, where you can go and search it out, and maybe I'll put the link in down below, because it was a good review. But they said loads of stylistic changes, weird odd time signatures, what was it, complex structures. They listed a whole bunch of things that they felt the band had, and then wondered whether it was prog. And to me, when I read the list, it was like, well, that's just the definition of prog, isn't it? So I'm not going to get right into this now. I'm just warning you guys. I wanted to show you the video, make sure you know the album's there. So if you want to have a click in the link below, you'll be able to have a link to the whole album and all that type of thing. And as the reviews come in and we get out and gig, it will make sense to you when I'm referring to, so you know what I'm on about. You know, it would be lovely to pick up a few fans here. Anybody who watches this channel and likes the music I like and likes the bands I talk about, there's a good chance you might like my band Rain. So I hope you do. And if you do, tell us in the comments, because the other guys in the band, you know, they're very sensitive. They like to know that they've done something good and people like it. So, you know, it'd be lovely to hear from you. And if you don't like it, tell me why you don't like it. I won't mind. I can take it. I can take it. Let's see. I'll probably get really annoyed and put a sarky comment into you. But I am the king of sarky comments. And you should, you know, you are not a true Andy Edwards subscriber till you've subscribed and then got a sarky comment from me. And if you haven't subscribed, why haven't you subscribed? Subscribe now, like the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching my band. It's much appreciated. And I will be back with some more chat about progressive rock, jazz fusion, classic rock, and jazz as soon as I can get the videos filmed. See you soon. Bye.